What is up, everybody? This is RadTechShoe, and we're beginning part 5 of my Devil May Cry 3 LP. We've got a fun and interesting level ahead of us this time. We're going to meet some new enemies, get a new weapon at the end of the mission. And right here, I'm going to go into the power-up menu, and I'm going to purchase the Air Hike. It's one of the best abilities you could ever ask for in this game. And then we're going to go ahead and start the mission and with an opening cutscene.
For destroying the lock for me, devil boy! And welcome to hell! Please accept my gift. Don't be humble. Just take it. After all, we're buddies, aren't we?
Well, isn't that special? To be honest, I was expecting something a little better than this.
Alright, so now we're fighting blood boils. These enemies are pretty easy to deal with. They're the easiest aerial enemies in the game, in my opinion. What you have to do is you just have to shoot them until they turn to stone, then attack them with a melee weapon until they shatter. That's really as simple as it gets. The fact that you can immobilize them with your pistols just makes it so easy. When they're spinning up like that, that means they're getting ready to attack. Using melee on them when they're not solid, when they're in their blood form, sometimes can cause them to split into two, so always use your guns and make them solidify first, then attack them with your melee. That's what I found to be a simple strategy. Here I'm going to try using the shotgun. Doesn't quite work, and right there, when they huff and puff and get bigger, that means they're about to split as well. But once we defeat them all, well, a new portal will open. We're gonna go have a little bit of a mini boss fight with someone.
Welcome to hell!
Okay, so now we're gonna go battle Jester. Jester has a simple pattern, very simple. First thing you do is you shoot at him. He'll dodge and dance around your bullets without any of them actually touching him. Then he'll teleport to another area of the room, and then you can get close to him and melee him. And then after he takes enough damage from that, he'll teleport to another area, and then you can hit him again. So we just made him finish dancing. We're gonna go over here, pound away at him. He's gonna after he takes enough punishment here, he's gonna teleport, and then after he teleports this time, he'll drop energy balls at us, and they come in at a random order. And this is a simple process. It's just rinse and repeat. Shoot him until he teleports, melee him until he teleports, melee him again until he teleports. And really that's all there is to it. He doesn't take a whole lot of damage. His balls don't attack you all that much. They can attack you repeatedly, and that's one thing. That's the only bad thing about this. Like, I'll try and get close, and they'll attack me repeatedly, and that's about it. That's the most dangerous aspect of this fight. In reality, my health should not be this low. I should have beaten him much easier.
Oops.
So after Jester taunts us and runs away, let's go ahead, grab the orbs, and head out. And now that we're back, the red door is unsealed, and we can finally leave. So, as you can tell, we're in the area where we fought the Gigapede. We're having to backtrack through here. The item we picked up at the end of last mission is the astronomical board, and we're going to go use that. So we're exiting the yellow door. We're in the Chamber of Echoes, the big circular area. We just have to go all the way up to the very top, follow the red orb trail, and we will use the astronomical board that we got at the end of the last mission to open up a new path. Alright, so it did two things. It slid some walls back to reveal a special item. That special item we're going to go get right now. So I'm just got Rebellion equipped just to make sure that I can air hike. So right over here, we're going to go grab a special key called the Vahura. I don't know how to pronounce that one. But jump on this platform and it'll let us get back high to where we used to be, or you can be like me and just fall all the way back down to the ground. But for the most part, what we're going to do is we're just going to go through the blue door. That's ultimately where we need to go anyway. So we're just going to go ahead, enter here, fight off some more enemies. We're going to go use the new item we just picked up, the Vahura, I believe it's called. Remember that correctly. We're gonna go use it. It's a key, and we're gonna go use it in an area we were at last mission. So, once we defeat all the Hell Prides here, we're gonna go ahead and move on. Alright, now, let's go in through here, and we're back here in the living statue room. We're gonna jump up top. And there's not much here. Down that way to the left is where we want to use the key. But I'm going to go this way first. And destroy some of the statues in here. And get some red orbs. That's all I'm coming in here for. There's no real reason other than just to be, just try and collect red orbs. That's it. So now that we're all done with that, let's go use the Vahura, which will act like a key, and it will raise the cage here in this room. Alright, so now that the cage is up, we're going to go grab the Soul of Steel. The Soul of Steel is a unique item that will grant us powers to cross that gap that we fell down through at last mission. But now we have to fight off some enemies. We have to fight off some Enigma and some Hell Gluttony. So pretty much just go ahead and deal with them however you see fit. I'm gonna go. Like I said, I'm still using Swordmaster, so I'm gonna be playing around with these guys. I won't be able to dodge some of their attacks using Trickster. And once I'm done with Swordmaster, I'll be switching over to Gunslinger, and then I'll go from Gunslinger to Royal Guard, and then after I'm done with Royal Guard, I'll go back to Trickster or Swordmaster, whichever one I feel like at that time. So right here, we're just gonna try and deal with all these Enigma. Like, I hate having to fight multiple Enigma and not using Trickster. I hate having to deal with that. But luckily, these guys aren't too bad, and they're not taking too much damage from me. And I got some green orbs as I got hit and defeated them. But whatever. Now that the door is unsealed, we'll drop down, gather up everything, and head out the door. So now we're going to go fight our way back into the Hall of Echoes. We're going to go back down where we're going to enter, we're exiting through the blue door. We're going to exit through the green door. Not exit through the green door. We're going to go to the yellow door. So jump up here. And then we're going to go all the way up. Jump up another level and head up towards the yellow door right up there. we're going to go use the Soul of Steel. We're going to go use it in two ways, actually. Here we are at the Endless Infernum. Now we can cross the gap thanks to having the Soul of Steel. Equip Cerberus over here and attack the Combat Adjudicator here. This one is a Cerberus only one, obviously, and we have to get the combo meter up to A. And our reward is another blue orb fragment. So go ahead and use the Soul of Steel. So now we're going to head on through. Before we actually ride this elevator up to the top, we have a secret room in here we need to go get. So head over here to where the skull is and interact with the wall, and we'll begin our second secret mission. This one is defeating 4 Enigma without getting hit. I can't take any damage. That's why I equipped Rebellion, so that I could add air hike. And pretty much, as you're going to see, I'm going to use Stinger to close the gap, air hike to dodge, and I'm able to defeat this on my first try, no problem. So let's grab our reward, and then we're going to be automatically taken out of here. And now we can begin the elevator ride up. Attack the rune wheel over here, and we're going to jump on the elevator. Now, as we jump on the elevator, we're going to encounter a bunch of enemies. Enemies will drop down on the elevator and try and knock us off. If we fall off, we'll have to start it all over again. So that's why I have Cerberus equipped. So that I can, if I get surrounded like here, all I have to do is turn a little bit as I keep doing my combos, and Dante's attacks will hit behind him. Like I said, Cerberus excels in these areas where you have multiple weak enemies around you. This is where Cerberus can shine. So right here, I take a few hits every now and then. For the most part, I keep them off. So, like I said, this is an area where Cerberus will excel at, and I'm able to finish off all the enemies. The only bad thing is the blue orbs fall through the platform, and I'm not able to get them all. That's the only bad thing. But now that we're at the top, we're going to come around this way to Dante's left. Destroy everything here that we can. And there's a God of Time statue to the right of the door. We have a tough boss fight ahead of us, and it's really tough if you don't know what to do and how to go about it. So right here, I'm contemplating. I'm like, I have one small vital star. Do I want to get another? Do I want to get a new power-up? Like at this point, I wasn't 100% sure how I was going to tackle this boss fight and how well I was going to do. Like, I try to go through my Devil May Cry games without using items. But, in the end right here, I decide, just as insurance, I'll buy a small Vital Star. I didn't plan on using it, but it was there just in case I'd needed to. So now we're just going to go ahead, go through the door, and then trigger the cutscene and our boss battle.
Look, brother, it's been ages, but we finally have company. I see that. We must entertain our guest. You're right. We have to be gracious hosts. What should we do? How do I know? We need to come up with something. Brother, our guest is sighing. Sigh? What is sigh? Well, a sigh is when...
Enough already! How long are you two gonna keep carrying on like this? In case you didn't get the hint, I'll spell it out. You're a guest. Wants to go through. Got it?
Our job here is to guard this door. That's right. We cannot let you pass.
So now we're going to begin a boss fight with two enemies. Agni, the red golem with the red sword, and Rudra, the blue golem with the blue sword. Agni controls the element of fire, Rudra controls the element of wind. And as you can tell, both of them each have their own health bars. So that's one thing that makes this fight very difficult right off the bat. The first time you ever fight these guys is that you're dealing with two enemies at once. They both share separate health. They both have different health bars. They don't share the same one. And one thing that you can exploit though that you'll notice in this fight is they can actually hurt each other. If you can bait one of them into attacking, then he can hit the other one. Like right there, the blue one hit the red one and caused a small bit of damage. So that's one thing you can do is to, right there, he did it again, is you can try and use air hike. This is why I like Rebellion. Rebellion has air hike, and right there, as you can see, they keep hitting each other. And that's one way of dealing with them, is to damage them, be evasive, and let them hurt each other as you continue the fight. Now, in terms of how to deal with them one-on-one like this, as you can tell, I stand right in front of one, attack him a few times, jump over him when he tries to counterattack, jump straight up, don't even bother jumping left or right. If you jump a little too soon, use air hike, and then as you land, just keep attacking him. The other brother usually is patient enough to wait until you're done attacking. However, if you get too combo crazy on one of the brothers, the other one will most likely intervene. So that's why it's best to just keep the combos to a minimum. Just attack, jump, attack, jump, attack, do a little bit of damage. And as you can see, both of them have lost roughly a third of their life. Now, that combo move that you're seeing them do, where they both run to the end, that one can actually catch you off guard if you don't know how to dodge it. There's no planned strategy on who will always attack first. So what you need to do is shoot at them while they're down there. Wait for one to come at you. As he's about to hit the ground and do a shockwave attack, just jump at once out of the way, jump away from him, and then as the second one comes, jump again, or air hike after the first jump if you feel the need to. So that's one of the reasons why I have air hike. It's there mostly as an insurance. I don't need it, but it's there in case I time my jumps wrong, which I will do in this fight every now and then. One other feature about this fight that I don't use, I don't show it here even though I'm trying to show it, is the ability is when you attack one of them, as they're getting ready to attack you, like you strike them just a fraction of a second, like an instant right before their attack is about to hit you, you will stun them. You'll knock them down. They'll take a knee and they'll lay motionless, they'll just kneel down and they'll be motionless for about 10 seconds, and then you can deal massive damage to that one. However, as you're doing that, the brother will come to the defense of the one you're attacking. So be mindful of that. So as you can tell, I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to attack one right as it's about to attack me. I'm trying to use Swordmaster as I do it, because Swordmaster can do rapid hits, but it's just not working. I'm not able to willingly counter-stun the other one. I just can't counter-stun him. So, I wish I could have shown that to you guys, but unfortunately I could not. And one other thing, if you notice, the final thing I'll say about this fight is I am trying to whittle their health down together. I'm not targeting just one. Some of you might be wondering, why is he targeting one and then the other, one and then the other? Why not finish one off and then target the other one? That makes the fight more difficult, because when you defeat one, the body disappears, the body dies, but the sword is the source of their power. It's who they are, really. The sword will stay, and then the brother will pick up the sword. And then, so one of the brother that's remaining will be dual wielding, and he'll have both fire and a wind at his disposal, and he'll be much more difficult. His combos, his patterns will change. He becomes much more aggressive and enraged, and it's just a situation where I'd rather fight them like this, because if you notice, even when I'm attacking one, the other brother is waiting patiently. He's patiently waiting his turn. And I'm like, well, if this is how the game's gonna behave, I'm gonna take advantage of this mechanic. So, as you can tell, the other brother's waiting his turn while I attack one. as long as I don't get too crazy. But once you finish one off, make sure to finish off the other one before he can pick up the sword. It's very important that you do this. But I'm going to finish him off right here. Right there, there goes one, here comes the other one.
Wait! Yes, wait! We have been waiting for a long time! Yes, a very long time. For someone stronger than us. Someone who can control us. My name is Agni. And my name is Rudra. You shall take us with you. We could be a great help to you.
Okay, but on one condition.
What is it? Name it!
No talking.
Fair enough. As you wish. Impressive.
No talking. Good.
So now we have Agni and Rudra. Go ahead and grab the red orbs, exit through the door they were guarding, and that will end the mission. Alright, so as you can tell, the time it took pretty long. But one other thing you may notice is the fact that my when I saw the 2 C's, I was like, oh god, I'm not going to get an A at all. But for some reason, I did manage to get an A. I don't know how the math works in this rating system, but I'm not going to complain. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and save our data. So right there, we are now done with Mission 5. And the next mission is going to be a pretty short one, and I will see you all there in Mission 6. This is RadTech Shu, signing off.